are trying to turn into a binary, a more complex, layered, nuanced argument that Rahul Gandhi was making about Europe and the United States needing to say and do more. For example, in the raids against the BBC, a lot of countries looked the other way, not raising questions which people in the opposition would have liked to be raised. And that's the argument that Rahul Gandhi is making. He's not asking for physical, military or any real interference. He's asking for metaphoric interference, that you need to say more when something goes wrong, or at least what he thinks is going wrong, rather than just look the other way because India is a growing market. Guru Prakash Paswan.
Rahulji, this is the perfect idea of democracy on your show. The spokesperson from the ruling party speaking on the second occasion. Just look at the time that has been given to Congress party, to Yogendra Yadavji and so on and so forth. This is the idea of democracy. We listen. Dissent is the idea of democracy. Democracy is not abstract. Democracy is about institutions. The problem is precisely this. You lose an election, Election Commission integrity is compromised. You lose a verdict in Supreme Court of India is compromised. ED is compromised. CBI is compromised. While on the contrary, it was Justice R.M. Lodha in 2013 that said CBI is a caged parrot. You cannot use this argument as per your convenience. ED, CBI, Supreme Court, Election Commission of India, you are putting everything on the dog. On the other hand, Election Commission of India is on the United Nations Electoral Department when they are organizing elections. We have to understand that. And none other than the Secretary of State of United States, Anthony Blinken, when he was here in India, he said that India is a shining light when it comes to democracy. So where is the problem? I don't understand.
Okay.
It is purely based out of your convenience. You lose an election, you go and do this. This is problematic.
Rahul Srivastav, we saw in the first part of the budget session, there was a washout in most of the budget proceedings because of the Hindenburg-Adani issue. The opposition was hoping to raise that again. Now they're having to respond to the charges by the government. Does this mean that this second part of the session is washed out? Is this something which is being done for a couple of days and it will die down, or does the government intend to press this through all the way through the second part of the budget session?
Rahul, I think the government has today indicated that it is prepared for the worst. And if there is going to be a sense of outrage and disruption over Hindenburg and Adani and other elements, then there is going to be a similar charge by the government. So what we can call what happened today morning, it's very interesting, Rahul. 10 o'clock, there is a meeting of top BJP leaders, including Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Amit Shah, Rajnath Singh and others. And then after that, there was a meeting of 16 political parties in the opposition. Now, signs were there in the morning that something is going to happen, with 4 MPs already protesting against Rahul Gandhi, saying that he should apologize. And a couple of ministers, when they were entering Parliament around 10:30, they were talking about how there should be an apology. Then at 11:03.33, Rajnath Singh stands up. Now, Rajnath Singh stands up with the permission of the chair, and Rajnath Singh's choice is also very interesting. Remember, he's one person who is not seen as somebody very polarizing, somebody who's got antagonistic. He's said to have the best relations with the opposition in the present government as far as the top leaders are concerned. It is Rajnath Singh who stands up and attacks Rahul Gandhi and seeks an apology. Then comes the Parliamentary Affairs Minister, and in Rajya Sabha, it is Piyush Goyal. Now, that's very clear that this was an invitation to a disruption. And this invitation to a disruption means, why I say it, because usually in the morning meeting it is decided whether the government MPs will go in with flowers or with firearms. This was decided that today they will go in with firearms. Now, it is very interesting, Rahul, that the government has to pass the budget. Now, there has been a precedence in 2018 when on the 14th of March the budget was passed without debate. Sumitra Mahajan used bulletin and there was no debate on the finance bill. That seems to be perhaps the point that the government knows that if the opposition wants to only do Adani and Hindenburg, nothing else, then the government also says, so be it if there is disruption.